Hey Cozy Crew, it's Jessica with Stay Cozy Creative Co. And today I'm going to share all about my granny square robe, house coat, whatever you want to call it. I made it for my sister-in-law, and before I hand it off to her, I wanted to tell you all about how I made it. So first off, if you don't know where to find this pattern, this is my sunflower granny square pattern. I have a free tutorial on YouTube, but I also sell the pattern on my website at staycozyco.com. So if you want like a piece of paper that you can actually print out and follow a pattern and have links to other helpful videos, then you can buy the pattern. Otherwise, you can just go on YouTube and search for my sunflower granny square. So this is a hand crochet technique, and I used my Stay Cozy chenille yarn. So it's like a jumbo yarn, about 3/4 inch thick. And my sister-in-law actually requested this as a custom order, and she had seen someone who had like a traditional granny square kind of robe that they had made, or oversized cardigan, and that was her inspiration. So she asked me if I could do something similar, and so I kind of took her inspo, took what I knew how to do with hand knitting and hand crochet, and made this. So I ended up doing 10 squares total. So I pieced the 6 together for the back, and I wasn't sure how big I was going to actually make this when I got started, or even how I was going to do it. I just knew that I wanted the back to be full granny square because I just thought the impact of that would be really cool. She wanted the bright colors, and so I chose ones that I thought looked well together, and then kind of just like alternated them so that they were varying throughout. And I ended up making, I think, 2 of each kind of square. And so I did the back first and pieced that together, and then felt like that was the right size. And then what I've learned with the granny squares is that since it's a hand crochet technique, it does make it thicker than if you do a hand knitting pattern. And so I decided to do just like straight hand knitting on the front, and the reason for that was just so that it didn't get overly bulky. Even though this is obviously a bulky item and meant to be oversized and chunky, I didn't want it to feel like too cumbersome while wearing. So since the back was full of granny squares, I felt like the front could just be the plain black. And then I knew I wanted some kind of granny square on the sleeve, and so that took a little experimenting to figure out the placement of it. The first one that I made was too long, the second one was like way too wide, and then the third one was the charm where I got it the right size. And then for these down here, these are actually pockets. And so they serve a functional purpose of being able to put things in them, but also just a style purpose. I felt like the black on the front was a little boring, and I wanted to bring that color to the front as well in the granny square look. And I also had 2 extra granny squares, so it kind of worked out perfectly. So my structure of putting this together, I mentioned I started with the back, so I put all those together, and then I did these 2 front pieces simultaneously so that they would end up being the same length. And then I tried it on a few times to make sure that it draped the way that I wanted it to, and then decided to connect the side. So that was really actually pretty straightforward. I mean, I just did the traditional hand knitting technique, started in the center and worked my way down. And then for the sleeves, that's where, like I had said, the experimentation took a little bit of time, because just figuring out how many loops I wanted to go around. I did a mixture. This was also hand knitting, but then connecting it to the hand crochet was like a little tricky. But what I found when doing something like this, like where it's just you're trying to figure it out for the first time, or it's really more about how it looks than it being like an exact way of doing it, is really just to see what looks good. Like if there's a loop but you feel like it needs to have 2 loops there, then just add a little more yarn or add an extra loop, or vice versa. If you have like too big of a gap and you feel like you need to fill it in, then just do that. So there were a couple places, like when I was done, where there was just like a little bit of a gap, and then you can just use some chenille yarn to kind of wrap through that and secure the ends, and then you don't even notice. So That's one of the great things about chenille yarn and hand knitting and hand crochet in general, is I feel like it's very forgiving. And so especially with the fluffy yarn, you can kind of like cover up some imperfections if you want to later. So for the amount of yarn, I knew I'd probably forget this by the time I made this video, but it takes about 1 skein total to make 1 square. So even though I use 3 different colors, it's basically like 1 full skein of yarn. So just on average, so since I have 10 squares, then I used about 10 skeins of yarn just for the squares. And then for the black part, I think I used, was it 4 more skeins? Now I'm not remembering. And I meant to remember so I could tell you guys, but I'm not remembering. So it obviously depends on the size that you need it to be. I feel like it was more than 4 by the time I did the sleeves and the front and everything, but I'm just not remembering now if it was 4 or 6. So yeah, somewhere around there. What else? I don't have a specific tutorial for this item, but I mean, I went and looked for like just the hand knit cardigan or hand knit robe tutorial on YouTube, and there are several to choose from. So I feel like if you know that you want to do something like that, you can start with one of those tutorials that's already out there and then kind of make it your own and see how you want to piece it together. One thing that I thought about that I could have done differently is I think that I could have done some of the granny squares on the front if I wanted, and just not done it on the shoulders, because I think that's where it gets really bulky. In the past when I've tried to make like a sweater and I did the granny squares over the shoulder, it like got super bulky, like almost padded shoulders, and that's not the look I wanted. So I think if you wanted to do like a granny square like on the top front, then you totally could do that, but maybe just like connect it with the hand knitting over the shoulder so that it drapes and lays like a little nicer. So all right, I guess let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope my sister-in-law loves it. Can't wait for her to try it on for the first time. And thanks so much for being here. So if you haven't followed me already or subscribed to my channel, you can do that now. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can share it with a friend who you think might be interested, whatever you want to do. And if you want to go an extra step further and join our creative cozy crew here, then you can also support this channel financially for as little as $1 a month. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, until next time, stay cozy, creative, and kind.